So I guess my YouTube question for the day is, if you've played any Digimon games, which you probably would if you're watching this video, like what are your top 5 Digimon games? And if you don't have a top 5, just say your top 3. If you don't have a top 3, well then I guess you'll be excluded from this question then, because there's no point in answering a top 3 if you don't have a top 3 or top 5. However, I do know which are my top 5 Digimon games at the moment, because it's subject to change after Time Strange releases. It's subject to change. But at the moment of this recording, my top 5 Digimon games, in no particular order, is Digimon World 1, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth / Hacker's Memory. I'm gonna bundle them into one game. Digimon World 3, Digimon World Next Order, and then Digimon World 4. Those are my top 5 Digimon games. And I know a lot of people probably got a huge wrinkle like, what? You said Digimon World 4 is one of your favorite Digimon games? Well, yeah. I played a lot of Digimon World 4 growing up. Like, a lot of it. And I didn't just play it solo, I played it together with my sister and my mother, so I've basically almost only had the co-op experience of Digimon World 4, and the game is a lot more fun in co-op. So that's why I don't have any particular dislike towards Digimon World 4. I mean, I can see where the complaints are coming from, so it's not like I'm completely blinded by iteration of the game. Like, I can see why it would be disliked, but I just don't dislike it. And also, a reason I like Digimon World 4 is it's a game you just tune in and just start playing. You don't really need to overly complicate things. You just need to boot up the game and just start hacking away at the enemies. Right, now I'm gonna show you where you can get the better healing items, because they'd say you could get it. You talk to this guy, pop out here so I'm in charge of the store. Oh, you've got an Eldorado ID. Then you can go ahead and pass through. Yeah, as soon as you get the Eldorado ID, you can go here. So I've just not visited it for forever, but I could have done this way earlier. And also, is it just me, or does this Megatron hand look as if it has eyes? Tell me I'm not the only one that looks like the two holes that are right below the claws look like eye holes. So it looks like he has making a facial expression where he's looking at you as if he's suspicious of you. It's like, what are you doing here? Like, I know they're not supposed to be eyes, but it looks like it to me. And there are two shops here. There is a weapon shop that has very strong weapons. And then upstairs is where you have the better healing item. In the one, well, also called junk shop. It's the black market, you can't find whatever it is, it's here. And with this black market, you can buy Supercharge, which heals you by 2000 HP. and costs 120 bits, so it's 10 times more expensive than Power Charge, but is 4 times as effective. So I'm gonna stock up on these. And that's gonna be like a fifth of my money right there, but it's a really good healing item. Like 2000 HP is basically what I have as my max HP right now. So I can just use one of those instead of using 4 power charges. So yeah, now I have a good healing item that I can use. And I don't think I'm gonna buy any of the weapons. I just want to show you the amount of upgrade these weapons are with this heavy armory. There, if you see, this Shitorimaru gives plus 50 attack to my Kotamon at the moment. That's a huge buff. However, it costs 5,000 bits. This bone rod, it's wait, I think that's the exact same one you. I think I already have a bone rod, so that's probably why I only gets like plus 6 attack. Oh no, wait, it's because it's replacing the magician rod. And the magician rod is something I got from the Airdramon in the desk. So it doesn't do much for Renamon specifically, but otherwise it's a pretty decent item, the bone rod. Now, Severus Fang, you can see, plus 80 attack. That's a massive buff, plus 80. Then there's a wing sword that gives plus 60. You lose a little bit of defense, but you get speed from this wing sword, which is good to gain speed. There's the Divine Lance, which also gives a good amount of attack. The Spy Hunter, which is really, really strong. As you see, you get a plus basically like 200 attack. However, the catch is you lose speed using the two-handed sword Spy Hunter. So you will have less speed using it. So that is a trade-off. More attack for lower speed. And they have that version for Renamon and Patamon as well. It just, for Renamon, it makes less sense to use it because she is a magic user primarily. Oops. There's this Metal Guard, Cavateri Horn, Wool Cap, which gives plus 16 defense and a little bit of ice resistance. Magical Crown that gives plus 18 defense, but only Renamon can have it. The Wing Helmet, which gives plus 19, but wind resistance as well, instead of ice resistance. The Dark Cloak that gives dark resistance and 21 defense. Dark Armor, I think it does the exact same thing. Yeah, Dark Armor gives slightly less dark resistance in exchange for slightly more defense. Yeah, you get 4 more defense, but you lose 3 dark resistance. So it's really up to you, like if you want more defense, want more elemental resistance. However, do keep in mind that when you have equipment that boosts elemental resistance, that does not contribute to your Digivolutions. That means if you want to know if you have gotten stat requirement, you have to unequip said item to know how much you have in the elemental resistance. Because say I wouldn't have had 100 ice with Agumon, that I were to put this Wool Cap. It says as if my ice resistance is over 100, But in actuality, he isn't. So I would not get the Digivolution Agumon gets from having 100 ice while having the wool cap equipped because it doesn't actually boost my ice. It's just a additional boost. It's not a permanent boost to my stat. It's a boost that's there while I have the equipment. So that's one thing to consider. I think I am gonna buy like I'm gonna buy a Cerberus Fang for Agumon, just so he doesn't need to have the old claw anymore. There we go. Because now whatever he has now will just be plus 30 from the Cerberus Fang. But the old claw was just so much weaker, so now he does more damage. This I should also give to Kotomo because I think he has a rusty katana equipped. I don't know why I say katana. I know it's katana. I don't know why I said it so weirdly. I did not have anything for Venomon as a big attack buff. Yeah. But it's fine. Now, that Wizardmon only sells Power Charge and Supercharge, so if you need to stock up on the other healing items, you still need to talk to this Wizardmon. Which is yeah, 10 life discs. That's hopefully that's enough for the big boss. Because I am very certain I'm gonna need the power charge, or sorry, the life disc. I'm just hoping I had enough life discs. Right, and there should be an auction going on. Because while you do this, there are two auctions. There is gonna be one auction while you are in the process of freeing Asuka City, like I am now. And then there will be an auction after I have beaten or freed Asuka City. Alright, a bot decided to spawn, so I have to take care of that. Yes, hold on a little. You know, to enter my chat, so I can delete it. Whoops. I pressed wrong and did not mean to actually enter the chat. I just will enter my own video. I just meant to enter the chat. Moderator view. You there. Go away. There we go. There we are. Now I took care of the bot. Now I can continue on. It's annoying that these bots keep spawning. Ba-bum. I do not remember what weapon it was for this auction. Now's your chance. Finally, our main item. Hazard Fang and by all members. This Gilmo exclusive weapon will start at 1600 bits. Right, Gilmo weapon. 2000, 2300, 2600. 2700 bit. Yeah. Alright then, 2700 bits. Wow, 2,700 bits. Anyone above 2,700 bits? Once, twice, three times. Hazard Fang is sold at 2,700 bits. Congratulations, you over there. Let's transferring items to your satellite now. Yeah, they have this. Okay, I got a pretty cool items. Let's go. If I would have been that auction person and I was seeing that this one kid wins the auction 3 times in a row, I would just hold the auction and then as soon as I see him, we just be like, all right, auction is over. He's gonna win the item. He's gonna win the item. Like we know the drill. He's gonna bid 100 above the highest bidder, and he's gonna get the weapon. So let's just save us the trouble and just give him the weapon. You're still gonna have to pay the money, but let's just cut the middleman and just give him the item. You do not have to go through the dialogue of you guys outbidding each other when he will always outbid you. And that's what I would have done if I was that auction person. It's also something that would be cool, but also annoying if they, on a Digimon World 3 remake, decided to decided to remove or not remove, but add like, oh, you can have an actual bid war for the weapons instead of just being like, oh, you don't actually win if you just say yes to bidding 100 bits over. Right, Gardramon and Tank Bomb because these troopers they really love unoriginality. Now we'll show off Flame Breath. You see, it has double rings. That means it's a high tier move. As you see, it did 524 damage base. So yeah, it's a high tier move, Flame Breath. Like it's way stronger than Flame Lance that Greymon gives you. Yeah. What happens on Multicrest? Oh, that's what. Well, I feel kind of foolish. I should have checked if the Severus Fang had that. Because I keep forgetting that weapon effects override your accessories. In a literal sense. That because I have now the drain effect from my weapon with Severus Fang, I now no longer have Counter Crest or Multi Crest active. Both of them are deactivated now because of this one healing effect from the Severus Fang. It's really bad. I don't understand why the game does that. Why it feels the need to remove the effect of your accessories if your weapon does something. It just doesn't add up. Because if multi-crest and counter-crest can stack, why can it not stack with the healing effect for my weapon? Like, why? Why is it that I have to be like, oh no, you have to choose? Yeah, come on, Godramon. Yeah, I really wish I would have had counter-crest there, but counter-crest is deactivated. Now please get hit by the Flame Breath, Gardramon, please. Thank you. Now, this fight just became infinitely more difficult just because I lost the access to Counter Crest. So yeah, even though it gave me a lot of attack, the Cyber's Fang, I am going to remove the Cyber's Fang. Because the trade-off is not worth it. Higher attack in exchange for no Counter Crest and no Multi Crest, not worth it. Just not worth it. There we go. Oh wow, Agumon leveled up yet again. Holy cow. Well, I have Flame Breath, so I should be fine for the boss fight. Holy cow, Agumon gained 2 levels from just these trooper guys alone. It's the power of giving a lot of experience. Metal Horn. I believe that's an accessory. That's not an accessory, but headpiece. That's in that corner. So many more troopers to go. Well, we're getting closer to being done with this. With this portion of the game, I'm getting closer. Wait, what am I thinking? You get first and then do nothing. I guess I just wanted to see the animation. Yeah, because it's not going to do any damage, because Gardemar's machine. That's just machine violence. Oh yeah, I got rid of the healing effect of my weapon, in other words. I think that is why Counter Crest triggered. Which is good, because Counter Crest is better than healing. Yeah, I do so little damage. I definitely need the Counter Crest. That also just shows that's the difference of being an Ultimate and a Mega. In fact, the Coffin only does barely 200, but Black Greymon does over 200 damage. Getting closer and closer to getting War Greymon though, so that I can have both of them. Now, I know this is an optional one, but I believe it is an item behind them, so that's why I'm fighting him. Because I like items. But these I like to hoard items. Maybe I don't have to necessarily use them, but I like collecting them. In video games, that is. I'm not a hoarder in real life, just in video games. They're fully healed from one item. So at this point, I'm just keeping the power charge for overworld healing. And I have power charge or supercharge for in battle healing. Yeah, I know who you are, Tankmon. You're the guy that's gonna get beaten by Melagramar. Soon. Not at this very second, but soon you're gonna get defeated by a Melagramon. Maybe I'll have time to get a cup of coffee tank, Mom, before Melgrim will defeat you. Who knows? There's at least 2 more hits before it's defeated. Unless Counter Crest? Nope, no Counter Crest. Yeah, I figured correctly that I double here. There we go. I hope you had time to enjoy your coffee tank, Mom, because you're defeated by Melgrim now. There, there's the healing gun. Let's see if I was correct. There's an item hiding here. Yep, the power charge hiding right here in that corner. You can't see the chest, but there is a chest there. You just have to spam the X button till you find one. I wish your troopers weren't just literally copy pasting each other with their dialogue. Just to give these fights a little bit of variety. Instead of just being the same fight over and over. At least the fact that I'm doubling these guys is cool. Even though they're probably like super slow, but hey, I enjoy doubling enemies instead of being doubled by them or having, a speed tie. And I am aware that there probably isn't a lot of people tuning into Digimon World 3 because of the hour that I'm streaming, but because of my day job, I can't really stream earlier where most people would be watching Digimon World 3. I really can't. Besides, that would clash with my moderators because I don't believe I have a single moderator that lives in Europe. So that would be problematic for if my streams were to become popular with a lot of chatters, that I would have to be one to self-manage the whole stream instead of having one person to help me in case anything. Uh, Hopefully, if I'm persistent enough with streaming at these hours, there will eventually be people that would want to tune in to Digimon even this late, which is what I'm hoping to do. Now, behold, it's no longer a trooper, it's now a soldier. We're different from the ones before. And the only way they're different is they have one more Digimon compared to the troopers. Yay, so that means these fights are slightly longer than the other troopers. That's how they're different. If only Counter Crest could trigger off during this fight, so I can just get this over with. There's so many X buttons I have to press for this. Come on, Counter Crest. Nope, no Counter Crest. Alright, guess it's gonna be one of those fights.